JMU came in leading the country in scoring offense, 93 points a game. Was that something you guys took as a challenge, given the emphasis on defense in this program?
Yeah, we knew how good they were, and they showed it in spots tonight. They got us lifted, and they beat us in some straight line drives. But I think you saw our resiliency tonight on the defensive end, getting crucial stops. Ryan got a big stop late. Guys stepping up and rising to the challenge, and we knew that we're coming in that it was a high-scoring offense, and we just was going in there with our game plan, trying to limit them.
Ryan, can you take us through the sequence where you got taken off the dribble, they score the big bucket late in the final minute there, you come down and answer with a big bucket. Hard to keep your composure after that on the defensive end, or kind of what was going through your mind in that stretch?
I mean, yeah. After I got scored, I was kind of mad at myself. I knew we needed to get a stop at that play during that time, so I was trusting myself to slide, and number 15 hit me with a good move. I got separated, hit the layup. So we came back down, just trying to get offense, and I just kind of just said, if I get it, I'm going to be aggressive, try to make a play. I ripped baseline, scored. I was trying to keep my composure, like you said, and then we had to get another stop, and I got the stop, and I kind of, I wouldn't say lost it, but I kind of just got hyping myself, just patting myself on the back because as a freshman, you make mistakes like that, but being able to come in a clutch like that, it was a good feeling for me.
And Jayden, down the stretch, there were the three super seniors, if you will, and then the two young guys. How much confidence do you have, especially since Ryan's here, but with Ryan making that big bucket late and showing the aggressiveness and body control and finishing and all that good stuff?
I love it. Guys getting opportunities. Reese wasn't able to go tonight after he got injured, so, we had young guys step up. And I've been talking about since the beginning of the season, this team's very deep. So we have a lot of bodies in case guys go down, and IMAC and RD, they rose to the occasion tonight, and we needed that.
Yeah, Jayden, Tony had said that he thinks you guys are very unselfish on offense, and it's helped you guys. How have you sensed that the passing and the ball movement have enabled you guys to play pretty well on offense this year?
I think it's been very good. We have a great 2-point guard leading us, and Kie was facilitating, running the show tonight. And, just setting us up. And, we have a feel. We have good chemistry, and that's just going back to our trip to Italy and just spending a lot of time together. So I think we just trust each other.
Jayden, you mentioned the defensive resiliency tonight, even more so without arguably your best perimeter defender for, 30-some minutes?
Yeah, just, it's tough to lose your best defender. But, we had guys step up. RD stepped up, IMAC, me, Ben, we got guys that can we just trust our slides, and we just trust what we do, and we trust the pack. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to defend.
Yeah, Jayden, back here. You've been around the program for 2 years now, and you've gotten to know Chase Coleman. What is he like just in the huddle and everything during games? It always seems like he's pointing out stuff to each one of you guys.
It's just like an extra coach, when we're going on film, just in the game, he's just constantly telling us, seeing what he sees on the court, and because he wants to be a coach after this. So I think it's just good practice, and he's letting us know, and it's vital information.
Ryan was still in high school last year, but you were on the team that played at Houston. When you saw that game was on the schedule and there was a return game, how much has that kind of been in the back of your mind, knowing you had to get through these games first?
Yeah, I mean, we've been taking these games one game at a time, and JMU, we lost to them last year, so it was good to get the win this year. But now next opponent is Houston, and we owe them one, and they're coming here, so I think it's going to be a big, giant atmosphere. And I know the young guys haven't experienced what it's like to play Houston, but they're very tough and physical, and we have a long time to prepare for them. So I think this is going to be a good stretch for us.
Ryan in the back, in the first half there was a bit of a lull for both teams, and you guys just had lost Reese, but then you guys had that dunk. Can you take us through that and how that kind of electrified you guys, gave you guys the juice that you guys needed?
Yeah, so prior to that dunk, I had a similar play where Armand gave it to me, and I kind of lost it for a layup, and in my head I should have dunked that one. So that possession, I knew that, I forgot who it was, but one of the big men was coming to block it, so I couldn't lay it up. So I had to go try to dunk it to give us a spark. And it went in, and the place erupted, and I was just trying to just give a spark, and I think that happened.
Jayden, that's 2 games in a row where the other team's switched a lot on defense, and you guys have tried to expose the mismatch, but it's also gotten you out of rhythm. Can you just talk about how it's hard to go against teams that are doing that to you?
I think it's just, timing and rhythm type things. You try to simulate it in practice, but it's different in the game. You can't sometimes simulate the switching and how they do it. So it's just us getting used to that, playing that style of basketball, because when we're going against each other, we're not going against switching, but, the scout team tries to prepare us the best they can. But, we're just going to get adjusted to it if teams are switching 1 through 4, 1 through 5.
Jayden, you mentioned last year in JMU and kind of getting that back, but a year ago, in the end of that game, maybe the poise wasn't the same as it was in this one. Is that a big area of growth on this team?
Yeah, I mean, we're a very old team, so we have a lot of veteran guys to just know what to do. But today we leaned on veteran and young guys down in the stretch, so I think that was big for us that had been in that moment. And, we had young guys step up and make big plays tonight as well.
Any other questions for the guys? All right, Preston, go ahead. Yeah, Ryan, you just heard Jayden talk about that Houston game. I know this is your first year and playing in a big game like that. Now that you have a week to get ready for that, just kind of how do you prepare for something like that?
Yeah, I heard about it a lot last year. It's going to be a whole different type of game, even more physical, even more aggressive. They're going to go crash to a board. So as a freshman, as a young guy, just got to bring an extra amount of intensity now. Put those games behind me, just learn through next weeks of practice. And when I get the opportunity, just go out and try to do the best we can and do the best I can to help provide for the team. It'll be interesting.